What up, homies? It's your boy. Let's go, guys. Let's get a good game going here. I'm playing one game today only, so if you tune in, you tune in. If not, I could care less. The influence of caring less has been passed on to me, and it's begun to affect me negatively. Absolutely. So, not really concerned with the chat. If you have super chats, I'll read those, but don't give a fly. Most people are not my style. This is apparently going to take forever to load. Which is, of course, a thing. You weigh up everything I left out overnight and make sure it's still all there. As we are no longer playing Mr. Nice Guy, we are playing for keeps every moment of every day. As I feel people play that when I'm not looking, right? But in my face, like, oh no, I would never. But they're totally doing what I just said, right? Everybody else is allowed to get mad at somebody else. When the Hashman does, oh, he's a bad guy, right? Well, that shit's changing. I don't need people around that think I'm a bad dude. Most people I know are useless, so it's going to be a great release from succubuses as far as I'm concerned. First thing you want to do every day is wash your glass. Don't listen to old people. They know nothing. Most of them are on alcohol or pills. What could an old person possibly teach you on pills all day? Numbing your emotions. Making you heartless every second of the day. That's not my world. Meow! He says. The second loudest person on the show showed up. Meow. He's like a posh cat. He just goes on, meow, meow. He's like somebody who lives in Linden Woods, all posh. Hey? Posh preachers living in Linden Woods need not apply to this show. Creatures living in Linden Woods with $1 million houses are fake. You know what I'm saying? They preach the word of God because it's profitable. Not because they actually believe. You do realize everybody on earth acts, right? Some people just happen to act a little cooler than others. That's all. If you get people anonymously coming to your door and wanting you to sign up to their cult, and their cult involves you having to ship 20% or 15 or 10% of your check every 2 weeks to them, trust me, you're in a fucking cult, bud. If you guys want to join the Hash Info Show and be a channel member, I expect 25% of your check every 2 weeks. Want to know why? Because they're getting 20. You know what I mean? Because they're getting 20. Mr. Rocker says hello. Gave you a like. Oh, Mr. Rocker, what's going on? Nothing else on the internet? No hate streams on the internet? I always see Mr. Rocker on hate streams. I don't know why. He used to come here and he doesn't diss me or anything, but he doesn't diss other people. I shouldn't say that. What he does is he enjoys other people's demise on YouTube. I'm not part of those channels. I'll never be part. They know who I am. They're very scared of me. I don't like people like that, you know? Anyone who comes on YouTube to laugh and make fun of others all day, you've got a sickness inside of you, right? A deep sickness where your pity party going on inside of you, the only way your pity party gets a little better, is if you can make fun or witness somebody else being made fun of. It makes your sad soul feel better. 10%. I swear to you. As a behavioral analyst on the highest level, I can entertain anybody's conversation, but straight up, I know what you're thinking. And it's not what you're saying, right? What you say isn't how you think. People often will tread lightly. Now, there are those who are totally incompetent of keeping thoughts to themselves, right? So if you are one of them, and you do spout off at the gums consistently without, really having anything to say, and you stutter a lot, it shows you have a very, very, very low IQ. It means you can't say how you feel because you're uneducated. Do you understand what that means? If you stumble over your words, it means your mind isn't as powerful as you believe it to be. Do you understand that? If you can't form a sentence that makes sense every single minute, you're weaker than you think you are, right? The only way to correct that is to become wise. That is not done overnight. Believe you me, you cannot be some wise man because you watched a YouTube video for 15 minutes. That's not the way this world works, folks. This world works off equilibrium, stability, and governance of your soul and your mind as one. Fueling your body with non-toxic vegetables every day is a great way to fill your mind, right? Caffeine, pills from any synthetic pill that you're popping every day is literally changing the chemical makeup of your mind. Of your mind. How many of you understand pills? So quickly, all of you say you don't. Because even physicians can't understand the pills because they haven't had 400,000 people come to them, say they need this pill, and then, start to prescribe it to them. And they don't spend every waking day with those people. So they can't see the major malfunctions these pills have on them. They don't know how they were acting before the pills interaction on their body, and they will not understand how it ultimately interacted with the human body of the person they prescribed it to. You know what I'm saying? Pills, it's proven, change the scientific makeup, the chemical body, proteins, the chemicals within your body are altered upon you popping a pill. Do you know that? Do you know that? Caffeine is a drug. It alters your mind. Did you know that? I can't hang around people that are too uppity and tense. As a Viking, as a boss, as a legend, I'll punch a hole through you. That's plain straight truth, right? Don't come at me with your animosity. I'll end you so fast you'll never even understand what happened. So many people out there, they claim to be this big shot, until I knock you down, you'll understand. When I come around, when I'm in your presence, you see you sit down and be that little pea brain you actually really truly are. Stop faking like you're something you're not. Stop faking. And that's the most important thing I can teach people is don't be fucking fake. When you wake up in the morning, if you're sad, you shouldn't be sad, but why are you sad, right? If you can't come to grips with why you're sad, by the end of that day, you're not only are you fake, but you're uneducated and you lack the respect to heal yourself, right? Think about it.
You're sad, but you won't take the time to think about what's making you truly sad, right? Or, let's say, for instance, Sloppy Heads, for instance. His wife left him, so he's super sad, right? Uh, yeah, he's one of the worst people on YouTube. I don't know what he's up to lately. I see he posts crying videos and stuff. Somehow short section still randomly feeds me stuff of his, and I like said I want nothing to do with it. And I still see him sometimes in the short section. I'm like, what the heck, man? What the heck? This guy has like 1K subscribers and he's a total dolt, right? Smoking weed while driving down the highway, almost passing out for 14 months, and YouTube allowed it on stream. You know what I mean? You can't even question YouTube's ability to govern the site properly as they allow children to watch a streamer who smokes drugs while driving down the highway every day, you know? Fuck, YouTube got it wrong, man. And it's not like, oh, they didn't know. Fuck, trust me. They know. They just refuse to do anything. He's upset because he lost he can't gain monetization or whatever, so he's not actually, how do you say this? He's not actually, he's not a YouTube partner, but he's still on the fucking platform, right? Influencing children to drink and drive, to smoke weed while driving down the highway. Just a fucking loser. Like a fucking loser. So if you guys get behind that, I can't ever be your friend, right? So this is why I say what I say. Like, I've seen those dudes sitting over at Sloppy Head's show as he talked about smashing his wife's teeth in, right? And he was proud, like, he did it, and he says he's going to do it again if she lips her off. This is like 6 months, this is, 8 months ago, whatever it was. His chat was full of dudes and women who are like, oh, so spiritual. You're not. You're the devil's helper in disguise wearing sheep's clothes. As you sit there with your yoga channel, It's Me, or whoever you are, you're the creepiest. She says she only dates cops as she breaks the law. Every day, she only dates cops. I was like, how the fuck, like, how many crooked cops are there in the world that, who in the fucking right mind would date a criminal, right? If you're a cop dating a criminal, to me, that's fucked. So, I don't know. His whole channel screams of redneck, screams of, disgusting, right? So, I have been there, and I do take shits in the morning, so I'll log on the internet. YouTube has gone extremely boring. Unless you're into furries or transgender things, YouTube isn't for me anymore, right? I'm not into either of those things. So, as I pull away harder and faster and quicker from YouTube forever, I'm left with the feeling of, holy shit, why was I even here, Now I'm questioning the whole fucking thing, right? Like, please, Mom, make me a millionaire so I can just delete my fucking whole channel today, That's what I've been thinking. So, I'm a millionaire in waiting, And that kind of sucks. I'll never have to work again, and if I do, I'll always work for myself. As I move forward in life, adventuring, traveling, helping others with nothing. Always with nothing. The world is going to get better, And I shouldn't say I don't work. I mean, I'm going to work as a vlogger, as a travel channel. Probably do some gaming videos later on, but right now I can't stand gaming, it's nice out. There's nothing here that on the internet that I want to play anyway, so I'd rather be outside. I just have to find people that want to hang out outside all day, and then I'll change my life forever again, But right now I don't know anybody that likes to go outside, so.
My wife doesn't like bugs. And really it sucks because the only season there's no bugs is winter. So. I don't think I'll be back on YouTube much after today or tomorrow. I got stuff to do and then I'm just going to take a break. I have no problem with YouTube. It's technically it's the money I make. It's not enough. And then when I do make enough money, I don't feel good about most of, the career opportunities here on YouTube. They're not for me. I don't want to do ASMR videos. I really don't want to do like long-term, like long hours and hours of vlogging. I'm never doing that again. I'll probably go down to like maybe 1 or 2 videos a week soon. And only if I can get a good amount of money on those videos, right? Otherwise, it might turn into 1 video a month here. I really don't like the problems that persist on YouTube with regard to how many people get notified when I go live. 6,000 subscribers. If they're subscribed to my fucking channel, why aren't they getting any notifications about my fucking streams, right? So YouTube put in a bell that made it nearly impossible for smaller streamers to get views on their channel, which flooded their pay-to-play in cahoots with streamers. You know what I'm saying? You know how you see YouTube and they'll only talk about like five channels? Oh, I love this channel. Paper fucking Mache channel. I love Paper Mache. I'm like, yeah, okay. 90-year-old granny working for YouTube. You might, but the rest of the world fucking hates Paper Mache, you know? No one in Winnipeg is going to do fucking Paper Mache tomorrow, if you get what I'm saying. But you got YouTubers with 1 million subscribers making Paper Mache shit, you know? Garbage, man. And it's not jealous. It's the fact that these streamers are connected to people who work at Google. That's what you're missing. And I've said this since day one, called backdoor dealings. See, when they got rid of Google Hangouts would have incriminated those people to the highest level. So they had to get on the same page. You do know that Google and YouTube, they are moderated by themselves, right? No outside sources moderate YouTube whatsoever, right? The same people that do Secret Service stuff, there's 3,000 of them monitoring your shit right now at Google. Amazon, 3,000 Secret Service staff monitoring all your shit at Amazon. Every Alexa conversation. So you can see we've allowed them to pit the world against us in every way. You got pedophiles in Canada, women winning Nobel Peace Prizes for their literature, covering up for their husbands who raped their daughters for years on end, fully known about it. The lady, the victim, the daughter, went to the press, went to the news stations in Canada, and because the lady was a prize she was an author, but she was a very award-winning Canadian author, they never made any stink about it at all. So this is the country I'm from. You know what I mean? So we have to make pedophiles afraid again. And you have to vote Trump. Trump is going to be the only way we get rid of pedophiles. There's a movie called Sound of Freedom. And entities, 3-letter ABC entities, hid the release and denounced the movie, saying it wasn't credible. The whole fucking thing is true.
Sound of Freedom is one of the greatest movies ever that was not allowed to be released in theaters. Want to know why? Because pedos run North America. And they didn't want that movie out. So for 4.5 years, that movie sat on a shelf. Beautiful movie. It makes you so sad. Though there's tiny children in there, horribly abused by rich elites from Virginia to Vermont to Texas to Washington to California. And there are certain entities that covered it up. Certain entities that never pressed a fucking charge on pedophiles in the States. Absolutely, this shit happens in Canada. Absolutely. You don't have to look very far to hear about some of the most prime people in news right now with the biggest political jobs in the world. Absolutely involved in this. So look around, folks. Dig what you can. But remember, when you watch something hate-filled, you do nothing for what you call a society. You build that society and you make it stronger to fight against us good people. Now, if you are uneducated, you are not a good person. An educated person, 100% of the time, is a good person. No one with morals and a proper education, instilled values and morals, will ever be bad. Ever. You don't have it in you. Your conscience, it's like a magnet of negative allowance. You're not allowed to pursue that negative action. Your body will repel you from doing it. If your conscience is true, I swear to you. But there's so many, you're like, skip it. Oh, let's just pull his pants down and do it. Like, you guys are weird, right? You can ask yourselves if you've ever done anything immoral. And when was the last time? When was the last time that you were fake? That all these things you say you stand up for and you believe in, you didn't believe in it for a second on Tuesday when you did what you did, right? Remember, folks, you can't be me. Stop trying. You look really silly. Oh. Where I'm from in the world, we don't fake. Good people don't fake that they're good, right? But evil people every day in Canada fake that they're good. They go to churches and repent their sins, touch their daughters, touch their sons, go to church and they feel like, oh, the burden is lifted. Until next Saturday when you get drunk again and your wife goes to bingo. What? You got to ask yourselves, folks. Have you lied to yourself, your friends, your family, your spouse for too long? Hey, have you? Don't do it anymore because you're just pursuing the devil's actions. I believe in good people. I believe evil people are destined for failure. Sloppy heads would be a prime example of that. Justin Trudeau, prime example of that. Justin Trudeau is one of the most corrupt politicians in the world. And to know that the RCMP won't press charges against him leads me to say a second statement of corruption for another entity I literally just mentioned. Because if Trudeau has broken the law, if he has stolen, if he has... He must have tax evaded. How is he claiming all this money? Like, where did Trudeau get all his money? And how come we haven't found fucking tooth comb a guy with $100 million? You got the government of Canada coming after you for $40 or $1,000 or $3,000. You don't even have $500 in your savings. Trudeau has fucking $100 million in his savings. You're like, oh, yeah, but he's the prime minister. It's because you're uneducated, right? You're literally that dumb. You're uneducated. You're hurting the good people of Canada with your lack of respect for yourself, right? There's a beautiful video on YouTube. You can Google Larry Brock grills Justin Trudeau. Larry Brock is one of the bosses of Canada. And he's up against the devil himself. But he shames the devil in every way in this YouTube video. It's like 8 or 9 minutes. The guy's a legend. He informs the world, if not all of Canada and the rest of the world, that the RCMP will not arrest Trudeau. You guys, that's about a month ago, 3 weeks ago. Like, this is fucked. The day I watched the video, like, that day, you know? And it's a court hearing in Canada. It's like this. We don't actually have, like, in Canada, if you're a politician, you don't really go to court. We have these, like, hearings. I don't know what the fuck a hearing means, but it's not a court case. It's like you go and you sit and you have to have this, like, specialty person come in. Don't worry, you're never even going to get a slap on the wrist. If you're a politician that's completely corrupt and you've fucked over Canada, don't worry, you're safe. But we got to embarrass you on live TV. Don't worry, you're not going to jail. We're not even gonna touch you. The cuffs will be so we won't even have cuffs in the building, bro. But they do this weird shit where they'll, like, out you, and then I guess it's up to Canadians to deal with you. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, so he broke the law. We know he broke the law. The guy who's, representing Canadian law says he fucking absolutely 100%. Here's the proof he broke the law. But the RCMP don't do anything. So, I'm fucking confused. Is the Prime Minister of Canada above the law? I ask you. Holy shit, Biden must have put up a fight. Biden must have put up some kind of fight to have him do a phone call with Harris to announce that he's no longer running for president. It had to be done over the phone, and nobody's seen Biden in months, they're saying. There's some dude in a skin mask, but that ain't Biden. You know what I mean? They say the last real video of Biden was in 2016. When you can hear Joe Biden talking. You know what I mean? Like, look at him, he's talking and everything. Oh, man. So it was like 8 years ago, 7.5 years ago, Joe Biden was like, it was Joe Biden back then, you know? All right. So I thought that was hilarious, you know? America is like, yo, we're the greatest. You guys don't even know who's running your country. So Putin shouted out Trump. Putin shouted out Trump the other day saying Putin can't wait for Trump to get in office because he knows Trump can end the war. Putin believes in Trump. So, if we can end the war, man, that'll be great. And when I say we, I mean Trump, right? Bidet is not doing too good, guys. The vice president was obviously in on it the whole time. There's actually a news reporter saying that Kamala Harris is a disgrace because he says he's from this part of the world and his mother and Kamala Harris's mother is from the same village. And this man isn't American, just so we're clear, he's not American. So it's like we have a vice president right now. I wasn't born in America. And what do we know about sleeper cells and Russians and KGB and Chinese Secret Service and all that? That they run like long-term, long-game plans, right? Have you ever seen the movie Salt? That's the prime example of what I'm talking about. Most of you aren't on my level, but these are called special operations and they're run for decades. That was the most annoying sound I could come up with at the time. Man, I gotta take this weed whacker back to Home Depot. $300 weed whacker doesn't have a battery. And I looked up how much those batteries are. Holy crap, are they expensive. I really don't know why they don't have batteries with the weed whacker, you know? You're looking at like $189 for a good battery. So to weed whack your yard, it's cost you almost as much as a brand new electric mower right now. We're gonna dip into some electrolytes. Why wouldn't we? Man, this sucks. I can't stand this game anymore too. We got a multi-queue. I'm gonna get stuck with one of the water levels. Those extra crappy things like flying fish in the sky. I don't like that stuff. I just want to play the regular PUBG game, you know? Sniper rifles, assault rifles, battle rifles, you name it. Trucks, vans, cars, gyrocopters, whatever it is, but no fucking flying manta ray. Like, that's so dumb. The flying carpet is really bad, though. I'm glad that's over with. But the flying manta ray is at least as bad, you know? I had rye toast, Russian marble rye for breakfast. Awful. Absolutely awful. I knew I had to eat something. I didn't eat very much yesterday. And I gave her, so that sucks. Oh, great. It's like Aaron gel or something.
saw a third guy's footsteps, but his signature disappeared. What now, bud? Don't ever mess with that, my friend.
Get some. My squad just... How could you be that uncoordinated that you can't see I'm crushing everything in my way? Just come up and cover me as I'm going up hillside. No, dude running uphill is a bot for sure. Like, is PUBG run by bots? Question mark? Ooh. Because my teammates are garbage, yo. How do I get 19 points but my whole team is just junk?